Afghan fighters have seized the crossing over the Bugra Canal and seem to be determined to hold on to it. Soviet infantry that has been sent to recapture it has come under heavy attack. Armored support has been sent to the crossing, together with more mechanized infantry. The task is simple: recapture the crossing, destroy the enemy force. Though the execution of the task may be quite difficult, since more and more enemies are arriving in the area, and with them they are bringing heavy weapons. Weapons that can destroy our armor. Hello there, and welcome to a new mission in Steel Armor Blaze of War, where today we will be once again operating the quite awesome T-62 tank, but this time in a mission set during the Soviet-Afghan War in Afghanistan. Let's move out. This theater of operations is very different compared to the others that you have seen already. Here, we will not be facing enemy tanks, because the Mujahideen don't have any. What we will be facing are hordes of enemy infantry, of which many have RPGs, they have recoilless rifles, they have heavy machine gun, they have sniper rifles, mortars, all kinds of things to make our life very difficult and dangerous. But I'm sure that we'll still manage. I'll keep this BMP behind me for now. Move in behind me. Let me tell you something about our mission today. So, we are up here, together with a bunch of friendly infantry on this hill, and it's our task to advance all the way to here and capture the crossing over the Bugra Canal. Opposing us is a whole bunch of enemy infantry. Many Mujahideen. You know what I'll do? I will actually take my infantry and I will send them to start the attack right away. So get down there, start your attack. I have an artillery observer. I will use him to lay down some artillery on the enemies. There we go. And I'll set my tank up here on this ridge line for a start to provide some suppressive fire. I'll let my gunner engage targets on his own accord. Hold here. He's quite good at that. I'll make sure that my flank is clear. The hints down there just mentioned that I should be wary of snipers, so I will not stay up here. I will soon go inside the tank. Oh yeah, that might be mortar impacts here on us. Let's get inside. Close the hatch. Yeah, mortars. It's a very dangerous theater of operations, it really is. I'll let my gunner engage at his own discretion and I will look for high value targets in the meantime. See if I can spot any, for example, recoilless rifles or mortars. Anything that could really hurt us. Don't see anything right now. There are enemies back there in the distance. Some runners too. I'll point them out to my gunner and he'll start engaging. Nice. Very nice. And my loader is fetching another high explosive shell. Into the breach it goes. Gun is up. Nice. Enemies over there in the distance. There's a runner. See if you can target that. Yeah, just stitching them up with coax. And gunfire. Okay, let's see that we keep the artillery fire up if necessary. Seem to be some enemies here in the tree line next to the canal. So I'll call in a fire mission on that as soon as this one ends. This one is still ongoing actually. Good. What are you aiming at? Down there's something. Oh, there's a huge muzzle flash. That must be a heavy machine gun. Yeah, killed. Excellent. Enemies in the distance. A sandstorm is moving in, by the way, so that will reduce visibility by a bit. We'll have to move closer very soon. But for now we are still all about trying to kill off a few enemies from distance. Picking them off one by one. But I think it's time to start moving forward. The BMP is still behind me? Very good. Let's move. Let's move a little bit slower. So far so good. Artillery impacts on the ridge line back there. Not sure who's responsible for that. There seems to have been a heavy weapon back there, but that is dead. Which is great. Yeah, there was a heavy machine gun down there. It's decrewed. Looking for enemy soldiers. Some are out there in the field. They are quite far for now. So for now I'll leave them alone. Just checking my close vicinity here. There's one. Take him out. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch out in the field. That guy. Oof, just missed with that shell. And those guys too. Good, some nice tank fire is always great, and the coax is going in as well. That should help to reduce their numbers. Another shell out. Nice. That went into the middle of them. Just sealing the deal with good old coax. Nice. Okay, let's get inside. I want to have a quick look. See where we have more resistance. For more artillery fire. This resistance here is now dead, so I'm not calling in that strike. What was that sound? Did somebody just get hit near us? I'm not sure, but my gunner is spotting something down there. Enemies down there. And enemies over there in the field too. Seems to be an enemy command element in that field. They're shooting up flares. So it's actually a good idea to kill those guys. Is that guy alive? No. We still have a bunch of high explosive shells left. So we are just laying into them for now. Muzzle flashed over there. But receiving plenty of fire. I think my BMP just fired an ATGM at something. Just don't know at what. But I heard that thing launching. What about those guys that were down here? Gunner, take care of them, okay? I don't want there to be an RPG gunner down there who suddenly picks up a bunch of courage. Gun raising. And yeah, that should do it. That should do it. Oh, this is amazing. Plenty of barrage fire over there in the distance. That's awesome to see. Good, let's get inside, let's see how my infantry is doing. So I have one squad has taken some losses, their vehicle has been immobilized. The other one is still pretty much okay, and the command unit is pretty much okay too. So I can use them to start progressing down this line. You and you three. I want you to stay not behind your vehicles. The infantry should move in front, the vehicles should provide fire support. I want the... Do I want the vehicles to stay on the road? Not necessarily, no. You guys will be moving in a relatively dense formation. And I want you to move up to this line here. And focus in that direction. Start your move.
Угаснем. Готово.
And I'll start moving with them. Oh, my loader. He's itching for the heavy machine gun. Took a few shots with that. Hold here. Awesome. Ah, there's one. Kill that guy. He's shooting at me. That's a sniper. He's dead now. Sniper dealt with. I think he had the Dragunov. As soon as an enemy raises his head, they are getting deleted, but one RPG gunner actually took a shot at one of the BTRs and knocked it out. That's bad. That's a vehicle down. Yeah, it looks like there was an enemy RPG gunner in that building over there, or near that building. I think it got deleted by all that incoming fire. No, there's a muzzle flash in the window. Yeah, he's engaging from the building. High explosive shell is being loaded. Shell up. Deleted. Enemy infantry in that poppy field. Yeah, just spraying them down. There's a guy back there. Target him. Gonna recognize the target. Target dead. Another target down there. BMP is still behind me, that's good. I think that in that BMP I have a squad of infantry that I can use. I might need them soon. Let's continue our movement. And let's also first put our head back in, and then let's make sure that we keep calling artillery on enemy targets nearby. We'll now focus on... Let's now focus on what? Let's focus on the area of the crossing. Let's call artillery fire on that. That's good. Oh, we are pushing the burning BTR out of the way. Yeah, we're driving past that thing. My driver is trying to maneuver our tank around. What the hell is going on? Okay, my driver is being a bit weird. I'll fix this. Reverse. Actually, turn the tank this way. Hold here, let my gunner engage for a moment. Keep moving forwards. My infantry squads have now taken considerable losses. Command unit is still okay, but they have arrived where I wanted them to. And I'm actually heading ahead of them, which I don't want. Stop here. Oh, there was an enemy. Was is the keyword here. Yeah, we are now mowing them down. Kill that guy. Okay, we are loading a shell. There he is. Gunner should now be able to see him. Well, that works too. Did you see that this guy went down too when the shell exploded over there? The radius on these high explosive shells is actually quite nice. The killing radius. The high explosive shells on the Soviet tanks are actually really good. Oh look, there's a dead RPG gunner. I hope nobody picks up that thing. Okay, anything to our front? That looks like a yes. Kill that guy, please. I think he's carrying an RPG. Okay, am I gonna engage something more to the left? Yeah, there's enemy infantry ahead of us. In the area of the crossing, basically here, yeah. Artillery strike is still raining down. How many shells do I have left? 21. Good, good, good. There's a runner. Kill them with coax. In any case, that enemy infantry is under a lot of fire. I'll check my right side here, since somebody's reporting infantry that way. There's indeed somebody. I saw his head pop up. Gunner has just turned the turret. Yeah, right there. The shell might have been a bit overkill. Move forward. There he is. Yeah, coax. I think you got him. Did you get him? Well, I think that did the trick. But I'm now out of high explosive shells. That was the final shell. We have given the enemy quite a headache, I think. There are still enemies here, back here. Okay, I think it might be time. Oh yeah, one of our infantry squads has been completely killed now. That's not good. You guys. Move covertly. And I want you to start moving now towards the canal and to set up there. Where is my BMP? Is dead. Damn it. My BMP has been destroyed. I do have infantry. So I'll grab those guys. And I'll tell them to start advancing towards this place too. It's infantry only. Same settings. Start to advance. How unfortunate. My BMP is destroyed. It's a wonder that the infantry squad is still alive. 2 of them are wounded, but that's okay. Could be much worse. Enemy front. Nicely done. Let's start advancing. Oof, we have been hit by something. What hit us? RPG gun, I guess, from somewhere up front. Suppress the crap out of them. Damage report. No real damage, just some lights have been blown off, that's it. Could have been worse. I think the RPG impacted just in front of our tank. I don't think these RPGs are not dangerous, by the way. The armor of our T-62 is, well, not very advanced, and the shaped charges of the RPGs can penetrate. Quite easily, in fact, if they hit well. So that's really dangerous. I'm not kidding. Really dangerous. Hold here. Check my side. Making sure that I don't get hit from over there by somebody with an RPG. A side shot would be very deadly to me. So I'm actually gonna position my tank like this. Turn it in a bit. Oh, a bit too much. There we go. Wow, the machine gun on these things sounds awesome. Where, by the way, is my BMP? Is it over there? Yeah, there it is. It's not on fire, it's just destroyed. It can't... It's combat ineffective and it has been abandoned. That's basically it. Okay, how's the general situation looking? Actually okay, and we seem to have more enemy, more friendlies in the area that are progressing towards the south here, towards Koi Baba, which is nice. It's nice that we have more friendlies that are gonna assist us. Our own infantry is about to reach... What was that? A random bullet or something bigger? Where's that BTR that was driving in front of us? Is it still okay? It is. Enemy... Oh yeah, he killed him. Okay. There was another enemy runner. Our guys are moving in on the crossing. Very good. We'll secure the crossing, set up defenses. Maybe a little perimeter. Is the vehicle back here, or is that infantry still back there? I hope it's not the infantry. Don't move covertly, start moving towards the crossing. I need you over there. Yeah, the guys are coming, okay. Let's keep advancing. Infantry that way. Good, gunner, just engage as we are moving. That's fine. Turn this way. Hold here and provide cover. We are basically at the crossing. We have taken the... What's that? That is what? Don't tell me it's something dangerous, please. It is, compared to our tank, it is pretty much in front of us. A little bit to the right here. I can't see anything. My gunner can't either. Whatever it is hidden by these trees. But I don't like that symbol. It's a symbol for some kind of gun. Might be a machine gun, might be a recoilless rifle. If it's a recoilless rifle, then I'm in grave danger. Unless we get that thing suppressed. Speaking of suppression, let's do this. Area number 3. Call more artillery on them. It's a bit danger close to us, but we'll be fine. Let's look this way. Do I see something? No, I don't. Not right now. My gunner is still looking for targets. That's awesome. If he sees one, he'll take it out. Yeah, there's enemy infantry moving in on the crossing. Okay. Let's try to stop that nonsense. There's one. There comes my artillery. There's one. Yeah, that was a bad decision on his part. As you can tell, the Afghanistan theater of operations, it's a lot about supporting your own infantry as they are moving up. Is that guy alive? I think he is. Let's stop that. Nice. Okay, we are now loading heat shells. They can also be used against infantry. They can be used against infantry. They can be effective in that role. But when we run out of those, then we'll really have to rely on our machine guns only. For now, this is okay. As soon as my infantry arrives, they are currently here, I'll send them across to clear this tree line. Make sure that nothing dangerous is in there, and then I can move up and we can together establish a good defense of this area. We see enemy movement over here in the distance. We have some kind of friendly tank in that area though, so I hope that he'll deal with that. They are not relevant to me right now. We have movements on our side of... Oh look, there's a guy surrendering. That's nice to see. He's the smartest of the bunch. Well, okay, considering what the Soviets sometimes did to captured Afghanis, maybe he's not that smart. Okay, that guy's now dead. Nice. So, infantry has arrived. I'm gonna send these guys across. You will attack across the river. Do move covertly and make sure that that area over there is secure. And I'll... No, I can't give you support from these guys. They are all dead, basically. Or are really low on ammunition. So it really falls to my infantry to do this. Is the artillery still landing? No, the artillery salvo has finished. More enemy infantry on the way apparently. Not great. You know what I'll do? This here, I'll draw it out like this. And I'll call smoke. Call a smoke barrage. And I will move the artillery observer, who is still all the way back there. I'll move him closer now. So I'll have these guys mount up in their vehicle. And as soon as they are mounted up, I will have them drive down the road to just about here. Good. Currently I don't see any more enemy movement, but they are out there. They absolutely are. Something is in this tree line here. Something that could be dangerous. That's why I'm sending my infantry forward. That's their job after all. I want them to clear out this area here, make sure that whatever heavy weapon is there is silenced. Then I can move my tank around this tree line and set up so that I can cover this big open area in front of us. It's always fun to see how much Graviteam tactics is involved in steel armor. It's... I mean, even the artillery interface. It's the quote-unquote old artillery interface from Graviteam. It's awesome. It's not the new one where you can, you know, draw out a whole fire lane on the map, but it's still really nice. Okay, the friendly infantry is advancing. I can see them. Yeah, there they are. Vehicle crew 2 out of the BMP. I trust that they will manage to defeat whatever is in there. We are under fire, yeah, okay, so there is something there that's dangerous. Good to know. I want them to defeat it before I move up. My artillery observer is moving forward along the road very fast. Yeah, there is something here, see? There's a symbol for something nasty. I just can't see it. Maybe it just fired though. Or it was hit by... yeah. Did you see that explosion? I think something bad is there. I think it's a recoilless rifle actually. Enemy in the distance. See if you can start engaging those. Let's reverse a little bit. Give you line of sight, I hope. Should I just advance into this mess? No, I'll let my infantry deal with it. How are they looking? They've taken more losses. 2 guys down from the infantry. No, it was 8 at the start, so the half of them are down. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. But okay, I'll send everybody across. I need this thing taken out. Without any particular formation, go in there. Deal with it. Whatever it is, I don't care. I want it dead. As soon as that thing is silenced, I can actually move up and give you some support. And my gunner can't see through all these trees. Which is a shame, because there's enemy infantry in the distance. Another explosion. Maybe that thing is finally dead. Maybe somebody chucked a grenade at it. The artillery observer is arriving. Dismount. And I want you to give me an artillery strike on this area back here. I hope you have some high explosive left. You do. Hit that. Ah, that thing is still alive and it's killing my guys one by one. Yeah, another guy down. What the hell is that? Should I take control of the gunner maybe and see if I can take it out? Let's see, I take control of the gunner. Whatever it is somewhere here-ish. Let's move forward. There was a huge muzzle flash, did you see that? Right there. Yeah, there it is. It was a recoilless rifle. I knew it. Well, they're dead now. Recoilless rifle in a really good position. Okay, I'll go back to playing as the commander. Enemy infantry back there. Let me have a peek outside. Doesn't want to peek. Okay, that happens sometimes. I have to switch to another crew member really quick. And back. And now the hatch works again. Let's see. I'll set up on the crossing now. That's friendly, right? Right. Okay, my artillery is impacting over there. Is that enemy infantry out in the open? Back there it is. Start targeting these guys. That guy, please. A little bit lower. He's still there. They're shooting just a little bit high. Oh well, that works too. The artillery took care of it. What do we have over there? Don't see it. Good. So far so good. This is going well. I think the enemy force is about to break soon. They've taken so many losses and we've captured the vital crossing. It's in our hands now. They're being hit by artillery and it's just awful for them. Coming across the canal now. Hold here. Checking my left flank. Just to make sure there are no enemies hiding there. And yeah, there we go. We have a countdown timer up top. The mission is ending. We have made it. The enemy is retreating off the battlefield. They had enough. There's the Recoilless rifle, by the way. Really nasty piece of kit. Can one-shot my tank, absolutely. Even from the front. Very dangerous. Oh! Somebody dared to hit us at the last second. But I think we are fine. Total victory. Casualties on our side 35, on the enemy's side 190. It was a slaughter. Absolutely. But now let's have a look at the battlefield. Take a look at our tank first and foremost. So yeah, we did take some hits. We actually did. Oh boy. Will you look at that. 85mm PG-7 Farrow, that's an RPG warhead. I think that is the first thing that hit us early on where the lights were damaged. Or maybe it was this here because it actually says light next to it. But this here was a 73mm OG9. That's a Recoilless rifle. Thankfully it fired a high explosive shell at us and not a heat shell. Took out lights. Fired from a distance of 359 meters. And then at 285.7 meters we were hit by an RPG. Now, I can check, are there RPGs that way? Absolutely there are. Are there Recoilless rifles that way? Well, that is a yes, but it's not looking our way. So I don't think it was him. Yeah, I think what happened earlier, we were hit by a Recoilless rifle. Thankfully, just with a high explosive round. And just now, we were hit by an RPG. But that RPG failed to penetrate. Thankfully. You can see, even from that distance, I mean that's almost 300 meters away, the RPGs are still a danger to us. So you can really appreciate with all this cover in this area how dangerous RPGs are. And now let's take a look at the other units on the battlefield. So, our tank first. Let's have a quick look. We killed, or we were credited with the killing of 24 enemies. I think we killed a bunch more than that. But I don't know if we shoot a high explosive shell into a bunch of them. Do we really get credit for all of them, or just for the select few who were basically directly hit by the shell? That I don't know. But yeah, let's look through the forces that were on the battlefield. Motor Rifle Battalion Commander. His vehicle got messed up. 50 cal fire. From somebody. But the vehicle itself is still intact. It's just that sights, ammo and battery are down and plenty of members of the unit are dead. There was a regimental mortar platoon spotter. Vehicle is still okay, but everybody outside of it seems to have been killed at some point, so I don't think that spotter is still alive. We have a motor rifle platoon commander here. He's okay. They are fully okay. Where is he? Okay, those are the friendly forces that I saw moving around on the map. There are some of them. Here are some more. This vehicle has been hit by just a rifle round. Other than that, it's okay. Then we have another motor rifle platoon commander. I think these are my guys. Yeah, these are actually my guys here. So the vehicle has been abandoned. Why? It has been abandoned because, well, lights, radio, fuel tanks, gun mechanism, turret mechanism, battery, wheel, everything has been messed up, and I guess it was messed up by whatever caused this huge crater here. Either artillery fire or a recoilless rifle shooting a high explosive round. That's the two things that come to mind. Infantry squad. Well, the infantry squad is... there are 3 guys still okay. Their vehicle has been messed up by an RPG. The RPG hit from a distance of 250 meters more or less. Penetrated here and into the ammunition, and so the vehicle caught on fire. Oh, and by the way, this vehicle here, yeah, we took a look at that, that's okay. The other infantry squad, their vehicle is immobilized. They have taken an RPG to the engine. It penetrated here, and we can see that it continued to penetrate over here into this, and then into the engine in the rear. Came from that direction, probably. The vehicle is just immobilized, and I think there's only one guy left alive inside. Our artillery spotter, his vehicle is perfectly fine. They are okay. I kept him in the rear. I didn't want to lose him. He is very, very valuable. Our tank battalion. Let's take a look at our APC that came with us. What got he? Oh, ho ho! Recoilless rifle. High explosive shells, but, well, it is a BMP at the end of the day, and its armor is garbage. And so the high explosive were actually enough to penetrate through. Transmission messed up, and down here this hit. Engine, transmission, battery. Oh boy. Let's see, where was this recoilless rifle? All the way back here. It's still alive. Wow. So I guess it is the same thing that maybe took a shot at me. Or it's possible that they moved during the battle and then set up again here. I think that is more likely, because this distance is certainly greater than what was shown there on the vehicle. Let me have a quick look. There's the BMP. Distance... oh, well, okay. No, never mind. Distance 614.1 meters. Is that 600 meters? It might be. Yeah, it's possible that those are 600 meters. But then this is not the recoilless rifle that took a shot at me. This is another one. It targeted the BMP and took it out. And you see, once again, I hope this conveys how dangerous this battlefield is for tanks. A recoilless rifle can shoot you across such a huge distance you can't even spot the damn buggers over there. They're too small. Oh well. What do we have here? Oh, it's a shame I did not see you in action. This here is not simply a T-55. This here is a TO-55. Now, what's the difference? It's still basically a T-55. It still has this gun, the same one as the T-55 does. But in addition to that, it has this thing here, this little protrusion. And that is a flamethrower. A heavy flamethrower. That's... It's a shame that we can't play with these tanks, because this thing is just amazing. Against infantry, especially against entrenched infantry. This is really awesome. There was another one, but this one... okay. Oh, this is... what a fate. So, it looks as if they were driving up here, crashed through this wall, then turned here and were about to drive down the road this way, when once they were over here, they got hit by an RPG into the track, and the track was blown off. And since they were driving forward and they lost their track at the same time, the vehicle steered left and steered itself right into this little canal. And here they have been sitting the whole time. Pretty much, I think, unable to repair this. They've taken another RPG hit, but this one did not do any damage. It's a shame that we didn't see more of these things in the mission. Let's take a look. What else is there? The enemy had a spotter for a grad battery. That's a little bit intimidating. So a grad battery... oh, and look, a sniper. Look at that. Is that a Mosin with a big scope? Nice. Dangerous. They can blow my head off if I stick it out of the turret. Well, they had a spotter for a grad battery. So they had an artillery system. Maybe this artillery barrage that was raining down on the hill was actually their own. A little bit misplaced. Misaimed. There was a heavy machine gun here. Pretty nasty thing. But as you can see, killed. An anti-tank group was here near the crossing. An anti-tank group means that these guys were running around with a bunch of RPGs. Yeah, there is one. Looks like he was acquainted with one of my tank shells. Because I'm pretty sure that's one of my own craters that I made. They had a mortar up here that's still alive. But I guess just out of ammunition. Yeah, they are... no, they still have 10 high explosive rounds. They could have done some more damage if somebody was able to spot for them, which apparently was not the case. What else is there? This unit. There was a commander here. Killed. There was an infantry group. That infantry group is actually still alive, but they have surrendered. That's nice. That's really nice. A few prisoners. That's really nice. Some survivors over this way. More survivors over here. A heavy machine gun. It was peeking this wall here. I remember this. My gunner hosed this down with the coax and the loader too with his heavy machine gun. I remember seeing something a little bit boxy looking over this wall. Over there's the crossing. And my tank just hosed the wall down until, well, you can see for yourself. The gunner has been killed and the rest is so suppressed they are not standing up anymore. A mortar had been set up here in this little courtyard, but it has been killed. Very nice. More infantry that has been killed, more infantry completely wiped. A few survivors over in this building here. Nothing major. A whole infantry group in this poppy field killed off. And another mortar set up here, killed as well. What else? AT grenade launcher. Yeah, that's this thing. So how much damage did you manage to do? Trucks and APCs one. So you killed my BMP and that's it. Anti-tank group. 5 guys. Very low on ammunition, but look, they're running around with 2 RPG-7s. And they still have 12 warheads for that. I think that these are the guys that at the end took a shot at my tank from this distance. Probably this guy. I'm lucky to be alive. I really am. The rest of the unit seems to have been properly suppressed. Yeah, I don't see the other RPG. Guess it is with one of these guys that are keeping their heads down. But my guess is this guy at the end took a shot at us. We could have been killed just in the last seconds of the mission. That would have been tragic. There was an anti-tank group here at the crossing. That's gone. Another infantry detachment here. The Recoilless rifle. Did you actually kill anything? Squads and officers, 7. So yeah, they were fighting my guys at close range as they were advancing through all this shrubbery here. And the high explosive rounds from this thing are actually pretty devastating. And they were set up in a nice position. The gunner can basically lay next to the weapon. Very hard to spot him, very hard to kill him. Really dangerous thing. Another anti-tank group had been defeated back here, nice. And once again, Grad P battery, another observer for that mess. Wow, there's been so much enemy infantry. Wow, I will have to take a look at the statistics to see how many men they actually deployed. These guys are completely wiped. We have some survivors back here of this unit. Some survivors over here from this unit. Looks like they are trying to get back to the canal. But too late. No survivors here. A heavy machine gun. There are 2 survivors running around somewhere. And another mortar team killed. Another commander back here, actually probably still alive. This heavy machine gun next to the canal, that was killed by me. A mortar here on the hillside. Looks like a bunch of either artillery or tank shells. Hard to tell. Another recoilless rifle. Damn, they had many of those. But looks like this thing took a direct hit from something because it's... Here we can see its tripod, but the weapon itself, God knows where that went. Did you manage to kill anything? No, doesn't look like it. Good. Another commander, 1 survivor hiding back here. A survivor of an anti-tank group over this way. And a full anti-tank group all the way back here. These guys do have their 2 RPGs and a whole bunch of ammunition. And that's it. So many enemies dead. I mean, look at all these grey dots. Every single grey dot on this side of the canal is pretty much certain to be an enemy. And plenty of the grey dots that we see on this side over here are also enemies. So many killed. So many. What a fight, what a mission. This has been enjoyable. This has been quite fun. But let's have a quick look at the statistics. Let's see. Forces before... No. Okay, that's a more realistic number. No. That can't be. No. There's no way that we had 400 something men on the battlefield. And they had 500 something. There's no way. These must be like point values. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure that one of these lines has proper numbers, but that would be ridiculous. Are these points values or are these really numbers? Like really strength numbers. Did we deploy 734 men? I find that hard to believe. And the enemy 1239? I find that even harder to believe. I mean, sure, they had a lot, but nowhere near that much. And neither did we. Those must be like points values. Not real troop numbers. Yeah, that doesn't... I mean, we killed 190, that doesn't make sense. These are point numbers, these are like... Yeah, okay, this is just a force strength in points, not in real total numbers. Good. Oh, I was worried for a moment. Okay, so we can't actually see how many men were deployed before the battle. That's a shame. That's a shame. But other than that, this, as I said, this has been an enjoyable mission. I hope that you have enjoyed watching it, and I hope that you're looking forward to more. For now, let me know in the comments what you think of this theater of operations, and do you think that it would be interesting to play the Afghanistan campaign in this game? As I said, there won't be any fighting against enemy tanks. It will be just a bunch of basically what we have done today, supporting friendly infantry as they are pushing forward or as they are defending, and trying not to die to the many man-portable sources of death that are around us. That's really the Afghanistan theater. So let me know what you think. For now, once again, thank you very much for watching. I do hope that you have enjoyed it, and I do hope to see you again next time. Until then, have some really great days, and goodbye.